Hey guys, and welcome to another FIFA 23 video. Not too much going on in terms of content today, apart from EA bringing back again the 87 plus base or mid-icon pack. And I thought, well, we did an icon pack yesterday, didn't we? The swaps player pick pack. And I've seen a few people online saying in the comments of that video, and I've watched a few things online, I think that pack might be glitched. I feel like the pack I opened last night, and if you open it right now, only contains players from Team 2, which is only 7 icons. Team 2 is nowhere near as good as Team 1. Last night when I opened it, I mean, if you don't want to know what I got, you can go and check out the video beforehand. So I've now given you a chance to do that. But I got the option of Shevchenko, Luis Hernandez, and Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos was very, very good. But to get every single player from Team 2, and I've watched a lot of other people open it over the past couple of days since Friday, and more often than not, in fact, I think every single time, it's always been players from Team 2. I haven't seen a single player from Team 1. I don't know if that's just by chance, and they're just throwing a lot more Team 2 players in it, because Team 2 is nowhere near as good as Team 1. I mean, still got a few good players. I probably got like the second best one, outside of like Samuel Eto'o. But it's weird, so I don't really know what's going on with that. If it is true, I should be given another one, I'd like to think, because I basically lost out on the opportunity to get some of the best ones. How am I to know that it's just going to contain, when I open the pack, it's going to contain only Team 1 players or contain, only Team 2 players? How am I supposed to... So I don't know if that's an actual thing, but from what I've seen, and there's not that many people that have opened the pack. A lot of people have gone for the lower ends, like the 84 times 20 pack and stuff. So there's not that many people that have opened it. But from what I can see, those people that commented on the video, I think have got a genuine case. So it will be interesting to see what happens with that. But anyway, we're going to do a roulette. We haven't done one this year. I thought we'll do one. And I've listed down, once we open the pack, all the minor nations, which containing like 1 or 2 players that we don't really want. Then we'll move in, if we're still doing the video by this point, if we haven't got a player from one of the from one of the bad minor nations. We then got the cool minor nations, and then we've got the major like 8 or 9 nations to finish off if we get to that point. So let me make the webcam extremely big, and let's open up the pack. And hopefully it is not going to be an untradeable cards. It isn't, because I just saw it go into the club. Perfect. So that is good. We'll head over to the club now. Now, in terms of icons that I've currently got on my club, we've got obviously Roberto Carlos from last night, so we could get his 88. You can't get his 86 because it's an 87 plus pack. You can't get the 85 Cole, who I've got in my club as well, the base Ashley Cole, but you could get the 87. So, although we haven't got dupes, I could have a second Ashley Cole or Roberto Carlos potentially in my club. So we'll have to see on that. But anyway, let's go through the worst nations first and try and hopefully tick them off. Now, they've changed this year. We don't have JJ Okocha because he's a foot hero. Same with Nakata as well now. So we won't be able to get those, which is probably, if anything, kind of good. So we'll start off with Wales as the first nation to avoid. There's no gigs this year, but there is still Ian Rush. Good start. Okay, we didn't want to end the video there. Believe me, we did not want to end the video there. Okay, second is Denmark, which has, of course, Laudrup. Good. Okay, I'm just going to try and go through these as quickly as possible. Let's not try and sit there and daunt too much on them. I really just want to try and fly through these. But here's where we end up getting ourselves a Jari Litmanen. Thank God for that. I think just seeing that Finland pop up initially was a bit, it was a bit of a heart attack moment. I'm trying to think of icons that I might have on loan in my club that could be here as well. I can't remember which ones that I've got. Croatia is next, which contains Davosuka. We haven't got him. Of course, they just beat Japan today as well on penalties to get into the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Czech Republic is next. A few people say this is actually a good one, but I packed Jungmin Son recently, his road to the World Cup, which was really, really lucky. We haven't got a Pavel Nedved. Pavel Nedved, to be fair, I have a feeling you can't play Pavel Nedved as a cam. If you could, then that would be a sick pull, because I'd use him as a cam. I feel like you can only play him out wide, though. I'll have to double check after this video. Ghana. A lot of people will say this is a good one, and to be fair, I don't think I could be thinking about it. I probably would kind of take this. I've got Frankie de Jong. I've got that Paulinho card. Hopefully going to get more upgrades, those cards as well. Whilst 87 SCN isn't going to get that. And he's still a good card. But we haven't got him anyway, so we don't need to think about that. Ivory Coast is next. I'm really enjoying using that one to watch Lewandowski as a solo striker. But Drogba, I suppose he wouldn't be the worst. We're not getting him though anyway, so Ghana is done. Mexico is the next one. I think it's just the one card from Mexico, isn't it? Which is Hernandez. Or is the two? Can't remember, but hopefully no. Thank God for that. Just Campos on loan, which is really good. Republic of Ireland is next. We can't get the baby Keane, but we could get the mid version. Hopefully not. Thank God we don't. Only one player from Republic of Ireland in my club. Romania next, which could contain a mid Jorge Hagi. It's not. When you see the silver come up, it just you know, your heart skips a little bit. Sweden. Oh dear. Thank God. Ukraine. Is Shevchenko coming back again, but in a worse form? We can't get his 86. We haven't got his 88. So now we're into the call-off nations. Anything that I get from the next 1, 2, 3, from the next 6 nations, and hopefully I haven't missed a nation off, I will be over the moon with. And we'll start off with Serbia. I could do with a centre-back. We're not getting Vidic. Couldn't have got the baby one. We could only got the mid, the 88, but that would have been great. Scotland, okay. King Kenny, please. Either version I will take. Not going to happen. Never Dalglish. It's never one of these. When I've always done these, I feel like every single time, and I feel like I've done probably about maybe 10 of these. We did quite a few of them last year and the year before. I must have done about 10 of these now. I've never ever got one, to my knowledge, from one of the really bad minor nations. I never won from one. It's always been a major nation. I'm trying to think of the best player I've ever got. Did we get Kaka once? I feel like we might have got a mid Kaka once, but it was a lot later on in the game cycle. Russia is next for Yashin. I'll take either one. Not a single Russian player in my club. I'm a bit surprised, actually. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be in the game, but I'm surprised that EA didn't remove Yashin. I just thought it would be something that... I'm not saying that they should have or anything like that. I'm just surprised. You know, they removed people like Jens Lehmann and Ryan Giggs for certain things over the past few years. I know that Lev Yashin never did anything, but obviously there's, you know, further things kind of behind that I thought, well, EA have removed like the Russian league, haven't they? I think now from FIFA. I was a bit surprised that that Yashin stayed in the game, but that's fine. We haven't got him anyway. So Northern Ireland is next. Georgie Best, please. Could I get either one? I want the 90. No one from Northern Ireland in the club at all. Not a single one. Cameroon for Samuel Eto'o. That would be great, wouldn't it? I know his 91's in packs at the moment. I take either version. We're not getting that. And we finish off with Bulgaria for Histro Stoichkov. Either card now is good. The left wing one's good because you can also play him as a striker. I don't know if he's in... I feel like he is in the game this year, but I haven't seen him once at all. So maybe he isn't actually. Maybe he did get removed. I don't know. But he's not there. So we're left with the major nations. We'll go with Brazil. I really hope this is not an 88 Roberto Carlos. I bet it is. Oh, you know what? I thought for a minute we'd packed a 94 Ronaldo. I know he's got the dynamic image and the mid one doesn't. But I just thought for a minute when two of them popped up. Can you imagine that? Well, we've got no 88 Roberto Carlos. That's kind of good. We'll leave England. I want to try and go through some of the cooler ones. So no Brazilian icon. I think the next best one would be probably France. Vieira, Cantona. I think we might have actually got thinking about it last year in like an icon player pick pack. But then there's some bad ones. Zidane would be great. Come on. France. Deliver. Okay. All right. It's low and Henri. And then we've got a Petit as well. His moment caught alone. So no one from France. No one from Brazil. Now I'm really starting to think what's best case scenario here. I think next we go for... There's no nation that's really good here, is there? They've all got flaws somewhere. I think the ones that I want least is English and Spain, probably. We'll go for Netherlands. Oh my God. Imagine if it was Cruyff. Hold on, let me make sure there was... Okay, it only goes down to 83, that's fine. So, I thought we got Johan Cruyff then for a minute. Okay, next one is going to be, this is quite a long video, so I'll have to try and kind of speed this up a little bit. We'll go with, I would love a Paolo Maldini, but it's not happening. I've hardly got anyone from Italy in this club at all. Okay, so what are we left with? Argentina, England, Germany, Portugal, Spain. Best case scenario is Eusebio now. Everyone else, best case is Eusebio, Lothar Matthäus, and that's it. Maybe an 88 Rio Ferdinand. That's it. Eusebio, come on. Okay. Figo as well. I would have taken a Figo. Right, so we got someone from... Oh, we got an Argentine, haven't we? We got someone from Argentina. To be fair, Zanetti, I would probably take at this point. Argentina, England, Spain. Thank God it wasn't it. I couldn't get the Puyol anyway. So I've either got an English or Argentina icon. Do you know what? I think I'd rather have someone from England just because I could do with a centre-back and a Bobby Moore or a Sol Campbell or a Rio Ferdinand. I would genuinely use. Genuinely would use. And I'll show you the team in a minute. Okay, we got an Argentine icon. Right, okay. Unless I've done this wrong, and I'll have to pause the video and hope to God I've not maybe discarded or something like that. And that is what we're working with. Right, okay, I might have discarded the icon here for some... What am I missing out on? Let's just hold. Let's just hold for a second. Let's not get carried away here. Okay. Have we just got Puskas? We got Puskas. Which is insane. That is... I cannot believe that. That is after... That is amazing. Here's where it's not him. Now, what version have we got? I'm sure I've got the 89 on loan. It's 89 for the base. And is it 92 for the prime? For the mid? It's 89 Puskas. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'll have to compare the two cards in terms of stats. That is... Wow. I mean, that is an absolutely insane card. I think... With that passing as well, I would be interested to see what the 92's got for passing. I think I'm going to play him as a cam because I want to keep using Lewandowski as a striker. I feel like I'm going to play him as a cam. How insane is that? And we went through the whole list. I was sitting there thinking, have we got ourselves either an England icon or an Argentina icon when we got Puskas? How ridiculous is that? So his 92... has got way more passing. Ah, God damn it, why couldn't we got this one? Maybe he isn't worth as more as what I thought, actually. He's still worth about $1 million, the prime one, so has he got a lack in pace? I feel like the mid one's got a lack in pace, though. I think that's the difference between them. A lot more passing, but then less pace. Not much difference in pace, actually. I mean, the one that I've got's got one more pace, which is still great. I feel like this one's probably worth maybe about $500,000, something like that. Yeah, around about that. 650, 700,000 points. I think the pack costs about 250, 260,000. So that is absolutely great. I mean, it's still a massive win considering a lot of the players that you can get in this pack. That is absolutely brilliant. I'll definitely take that. He'll 100% go into the team. Can you? I don't know if you can play him as a cam. That's the thing that we'll have to check. If not, I'm going to use him. I will then just have to play him as a striker. He'd go into the position of Harry Kuehl in the end. But I cannot believe that is... an insane pull. Can you use him as a cam? You can't. Okay, I'll have to... I'll probably use him as a striker then. And I think Lewandowski will get sold, or I'll run a different formation where I can use a centre forward and a striker. I'll have to figure it out. But still, amazing pack pull. Absolutely brilliant. The video is already about 17 minutes long, so I'm going to have to definitely cut this down, and I definitely will. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you all later.